He's so popular though. How do we get rid of him? G'day everyone, Brian here. That's a question that the chief priests, the teachers of the law in the time of Jesus are asking themselves. How do we get rid of him? This is how Luke records it. Chapter 22. Now the feast of unleavened bread, called the Passover, was approaching, and the chief priests and the teachers of the law were looking for some way to get rid of Jesus, for they were afraid of the people. You see, they needed to find a way that they could get rid of Jesus, to dispose of him, to put him to death, but they needed to do it in a way that wouldn't upset the people. They knew there could be a riot. They knew that Passover time was crowded. They knew the Romans were cautious. And if there was a riot, if there was trouble, the Romans would come down hard on it. So important to do it quietly. And so they begin to plot. They are helped in their plotting by one of the disciples of Jesus, who decides to change teams and work with them so that he can bring Jesus down. I'll say more about him later on. But these guys are determined to get rid of Jesus. Why? Why would they want to get rid of Jesus? Well, for them, Jesus represented a challenge to their authority and to their position. They were the teachers, they were the priests, they were the men who were respected in the marketplace. They wore the robes, people obeyed them, made way for them in the crowded streets of Jerusalem. For Jesus, he's a bloke from up north in Galilee who would sit with sinners, tax collectors, who would enjoy life, not like them, and they didn't want him. And the thought that he could be the Messiah, well, that just made no sense to them, even though Jesus was doing everything that the promised Messiah would do, according to the Old Testament. And so they needed to find a way to get rid of him. Ultimately, it seems that they were successful, although ultimately they weren't. The tragedy of the story is not just for that time, plotting how to get rid of Jesus, but the reality that today people are plotting the same thing. In some places it happens at a government level, where people want to get rid of Jesus. Conversion is banned. You can't promote Christianity in some countries without fear of punishment, severe punishment. And even in our society, it seems to be harder and harder to talk about Jesus or to talk about Christian values without someone jumping on you. Now, I think we still can talk about Jesus. I think we still can promote Jesus. But I know there are people who want to get rid of Jesus, and people who have done, if not in a formal way, at least in their own life, tragically. But you don't have to. You don't need to be like that. You don't need to be like the chief priests, the teachers of the law who were plotting. You can hold on to Jesus. As we come up to the end of this week, where we will remember the crucifixion of Jesus, I would urge you to hold on. Hold on to everything that Jesus has had to say and do, and see the impact of that beyond his death. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.